You get on a bike and you immediately have a feeling of freedom that you don't get and that I don't get any other way.
It's part of my freedom from early on, and I still feel that way. It still blows me away that you can ride a bicycle under your own power all the way around the world on, food. My name's Ira Ryan. We're at Breadwinner Cycles.
Tony Pereira, we're at Breadwinner Cycles. Breadwinner started in 2013, joint venture between myself and Ira Ryan. And we had collaborated together on one bike project, and we really enjoyed working together, and we're looking for a way to continue to work together. When we did that project together, we built 23 in a month or something, and that was a lot for us, and it was really fun to to build bikes in a different way. This bike is awesome. I remember the first time I rode it, and it kind of blew my mind. It's extremely satisfying to ride a bike that you built, and the first one is extra special. There's humans behind everything, and it's pretty cool how we've all been able to figure out how to make all these things. I'm really lucky that I can do this small scale level of production in a time when it's practically obsolete. I don't know, I've had them for so long, I can't remember. There's some kind of wood that works really well for this, and they are different sizes for all the tubes, and then the greatest thing about these is they're all the same width, so if I switch between tube sizes, I don't have to adjust the vise very much. And they're just a gentle way to hold the tube. Wood seems to work really well.
When I was building before Breadwinner, I remember taking an order from a customer who lived in Southern California, and I was like, oh, okay, so you want to ride this bike year round. It was like a, disc road bike or something, like something super versatile. And it's like, oh yeah, so you want fenders on it? And there's like silence on the other end of the phone. Like, fenders? No. Yeah, I don't need fenders. So I have them. I like the fact that different builders from different parts of the country have different sort of default modes for bikes that are intended to be ridden year-round in all sorts of conditions. The bike from Florida is going to be completely different from the bike from Washington State or Southern California. You just have to spend the time. It's an investment. There's no shortcut to it. It requires thousands of hours of work and attention to looking at the same details over and over and over again. I like that. I think that's what I'm intrinsically attracted to, the idea of art and craft together is just the process aspect.
So essentially we still do fillet brazing for parts of our bike just to maintain that sense of classic frame building. This is bronze fillet here, and then we also use brass at the dropout end as well. We do scallops. We fill the dropout and sitse with brass, with molten brass, and then file it smooth so that it gets this nice sculptural curve to it. So there's a little divot right there, and I'm just gonna put the brass there and just take a bead off. Painting with the torch, actually, is how I feel like. I'm trying to, yeah, I guess the brass would be the paint itself, and the torch is sort of the paintbrush.
Black Sabbath jazz. You know, there's this long tradition of cycling and coffee and beer and, of course, good food. Definitely cafe culture and bikes go really well together. And we figured that would be a good way to bring the two things together, create a community around what we love to do. It's really fun to have that cafe space, and if people come in every day, look through the big window and see what's going on in here, and I couldn't be prouder.
It sure as hell beats sitting in traffic. Commuting by bicycle just is so much better than commuting by driving in a car and being stuck in traffic. It's just, I don't know, you're so much more connected with the world around you. And I don't know, I don't think isolation is what we need as a culture right now. So if more people ride bikes, it's a little bit more connected.
What are you stoked about right now in the bike world? What's in the bike universe? What are you stoked about?
I am super stoked to ride with my 8-year-old son. That's my favorite thing to do on the bike right now.